So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I am the Broke Pet Trader, and today I'm at a different location than I've ever been before. This is a place called the Boar Inn in Stone, and it was an event that I saw just on Facebook by chance. So I thought, well, I'm off on Sunday and it's in the morning, so why not go ahead and go and check it out, because it looked like it could be something fun. And I'm really glad that I did, because some of the cars that have turned up are absolutely amazing. Some of them I've never seen, I've only seen on TV on Top Gear. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. We'll see you in a minute. Peace.
Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Toda esa puta saben who I am, so she wanna check this beach on cam. Like, hold up, she wanna swallow this pull up. Soon as I bust, I'ma roll up. Phone lines are better, I pull up. Papi te paga los biles, nada más que quiero ese culo. Prefiere el sexo conmigo que yo te lo meto bien duro. I bought a Benz straight from the trap, I don't like paying no taxes. I don't need friends, solo na mami, papi te enseño Raxes. Me and my bitch, we got a bitch, we treat her like a pet. She keep it G, she keep it tranqui, but she be down with the set. Ay, me and my bitch, we got a bitch, yeah, we treat her like a pet. Ay, EBK, if you all in the way, you in the field with a vet. Ay, bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram.
So guys, as I said in the intro, today I'm at the Boar Inn in Stone. This is an event called Cars by the Pond, and although I don't see a pond, oh yes, there's literally just a pond just down there. There are all these cool cars that have turned up. So, like I said in the intro, some of them I've never seen before. There's an Alfa Romeo 4C, which is literally just there. There's an Audi R8, there's several Porsches, and there's some other builds that I've never seen. There's also a Mustang, I think it's a Bullet Mustang or a Fastback Mustang, one of the two. Anyway, so if you are new around here, please do go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell notification, because it really does make all the difference. And at the time of filming this, it may have changed by the time this goes around. It's going to be a couple of weeks. I'm just so close to getting 3,000 subscribers, so I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button and help me push the channel just a little bit more. So yeah, without further ado, let's go and see some of these cars. All right, let's do it. So, literally just parked up, and then next to me is, look at that, a TVR Tuscan. What an awesome car. And then a couple of cars over from where I am, there's an RS4, which is just about to leave. There's a Triumph, there's E36, like I said, the Alfa Romeo 4C, Porsche 911, Audi R8, there's a Jaguar, there's another Porsche, there's a Gen 1 built Golf over there, and then looks like Honda Integra, and there's Aston Martins here and all sorts. So we're going to go and have a little walk around and see what we see. So we're going to start off with the Triumph, start off at the top and then work our way down, and hopefully nobody leaves by the time I get down there. And so this is a Triumph. What is leaving? Something's leaving. What's leaving? Oh, it's the Triumph TR7 that's just rolled out. See, this is the problem when you don't get here on time. Cars leave. So just here was the RS4. You got the Triumph. What is this? PI? Triumph PI. I've never seen one of these before. It kind of looks like the car in Harry Potter. The one that can fly. I don't think it is, but it looks like that one. But I think that was a Triumph. How good is that? And then you got the E36. Again, cars you just don't see anymore. And for you young'uns, we used to get our tax and put our tax disc in the windscreen. We don't do that anymore. I think that finished probably about 2007, 8. Alfa Romeo 4C. This is all about lightness and compactness. Got carbon everywhere. I think it's one of the early cars with a carbon tub. Alfa Romeo do know how to make a cool car. They do make some beautiful cars. Then literally next to that, you have a Carrera 4S. And it is a manual.
Got to enjoy the car.
And then next to that, another V10 Fury. So this week I've seen a Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, and now you've got an Audi R8 V10. Look at that. And just by the feeling of heat, this isn't long got here. I mean, look at the aggressive spats and carbon that it has all over it. Carbon side skirts. Those big old carbon ceramic brakes. I'm surprised these side blades are not carbon as well. And maybe it's just me, but I quite liked when the side blades were kind of like one piece in the original. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Carbon mirror caps. And the next we have a Jag that has been race prepped. Look at those carbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a straight 6. I mean, there is nothing in there. Seats, roll cage, steering wheel, pretty much it. Oh, now here goes something else. What is that? See, this is what happens. I should have got here earlier. That sounds like a V8. Oh, Charger. That's definitely Dom spec. Old school, new school. Then we got a couple of Cobras over there. Oh, that sounds good. Look how wide those rear tires are. Oh, we'll get over that nicely. Yeah. I mean, that's one way to make an exit. So they've just literally just gone up the road there. Oh, they sound good. Right, back up to the Jag. I think this is I'm gonna go ahead and say Sovereign. I think. I may be wrong. But yeah, it's got cold air feed, as you can see. From there runs all the way into the engine. And it has some kind of vent in the back. What's that for? Just airflow maybe? I don't know. See, got some venting. Then next to that is another Triumph. I think this is a Stag. I'm going to say Stag. That's also what is this? It's got a dizzy cap. That's before injection was really a big thing. You used to have distributor caps. My very first car had a dizzy cap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is another 6-cylinder, and it only has 4 gears. Look at that. This is a beaut. A long bonnet. You've got loads of space to work on it. And then there's another Porsche wide body 911 GT2 probably. Nope, I got it wrong, it was a GT3. 4 litre. Again, when it comes to Porsche designation, I have no idea, but pretty much it's all just an evolution of the same car, isn't it really? But Porsche are also cool. And this one has definitely done some track work. So it's been to Anglesey, Spa, and obviously Nürburgring. And this is a PDK gearbox, and I maintain that Porsches make the best PDK gearboxes. Now what's just started up? What is that? Caterham? Okay. I thought it was the Mustang. I didn't want to leave that Mustang without seeing it. I didn't want it to go without me seeing it. So here's the Mark 1 Golf that's been a little bit fettled with. So it's got an intake here and an intake here. RS3 coil packs. So I wonder what they've done to this. And there is, I have no idea what that is, but that looks cool. R32, one of my favorite sounded V6s. And then you've got a Lupo that's been liveried up to look like Royal Mail. That's cool. R32. And then the Royal Snail, not Royal Mail, Royal Snail post wagon. We'll have a look at that in a bit. So, back to the Mark 1 Golf. So it's got pretty much all the rear deleted, half roll cage. And also, don't know if you see that, that's a sequential gearbox. So I'm assuming this does track work, definitely. If you've got a sequential gearbox, definitely doing some track work. Next to that, Honda Civic Type R. Now this is the one I call the Eddie Jordan model. I don't know the muzzle designation, but I always call it the Eddie Jordan model because I remember the Honda Jordan. And if you've got ear defenders, this means this is particularly loud. And so it's got carbs on it. That's a pretty exhaust manifold. So yeah, no doubt in my mind, this has seen some tracks in its day. My Honda is always the EP3. That's the one that I always like the most. M2 competition. Manual. No, I still maintain these looks much better than the original. Sorry, these original look much better than the new facelifted M2s. I think they're not nowhere near as nice. Let me know in the comments, do you believe that, or do you agree with me, or do you not? Is that me just being hyperbolic? Another M2. I mean, this one looks a bit more aggressive. It's got that aggressive front lip, and it's got millions of bugs on the front of it, so yeah. Next to that is a Porsche Cayman. This is a GT4 RS. So a few weeks ago, when I was at Cafe and a Machine, there was a lady that had one of these. Oh, this is the Weissach edition. And the reason why I know that, because it says Weissach in the headrest. Don't know if that can pick it up. That's cool. Intake. may pull kids' pets in. This massive rear gooseneck or swan neck gooseneck. Carbon rear wings, massive. It's absolutely huge. Look at that carbon. I mean, you don't get to see much, but it tells you what it is. GT4 RS. So this is a car I've never seen before. It's called a Popular Deluxe. I've never seen one before, but it looks very interesting. And the motto in the window is why it looks like this, and it says, "Shiny paint causes stress." So it's got kind of a distressed scratch look, so you know, you don't really have to worry about it. And this is definitely race prepped because it's got half roll cage in the back, bucket seats, sequential gearbox.
No, we didn't. We were in the Anglia, didn't bring this one.
Next up is a Dodge truck, well, a van, camper. We're going to call it the Explorer because that's what it says right there. And these things are amazing because when Americans do nice big vans that you can live in, ain't nobody does them better. I was at a meet with TH Detailing, and a guy turned up with one of those, and anytime you rev the engine, the whole thing would just shake because of the torque in the engine. I think that was a small block V8, but you know, it was cool to see. You know, you don't really get to see this kind of Americana usually over here in Old Blighty, so it was good to see it. And the V8 sounded absolutely amazing. It sounded really, really disgusting, to be fair. It was a naughty V8. Anyway, onwards, because now we have a duo of Cobras, and they look awesome. So there we go, we have a duo of Cobras. And this one is a LS3 6.8 litre V8, so you know that is just disgusting. I don't know which would sound better, this or the Hellcats, to be honest with you. But what always worries me ever so slightly is just those side exit exhausts, like getting in and out of them, because obviously the exhaust gets hot when you drive. And then I'm assuming this one's going to be... Hold on a minute. One of these is not real. I think one of these is a kit car. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Which one do you think is the real one? I think that it might be this one here, the one with the go faster stripe all the way down it. And this is a very good recreation, but not an original. Or then again, I could be completely wrong. They're just different versions of the same car. What's coming in? What's coming in? Oh, Cayman. Nice. There we go, Cayman. Another GTS. And then next to that, I've seen quite a few of these in the last few weeks. It's a Mercedes GT. Now is it the GTS or the GTR? These are really wide. You never get to, every time you see them in person, they're so much wider than you actually think. And I suppose that bonnet looks like it goes on for absolutely ever once you're behind the wheel, because the cockpit is actually quite small. Because you have a 4 litre or 4.4, one of those. Oh, it's an R. So this is probably pushing what? Yeah, this is pushing 4 litre twin turbo V8, pushing around 585-ish brake horsepower. Now, that's what they say on the stats, but usually they're kind of a little bit more potent, maybe 590, maybe touching on 600, and with a tune possibly 650 maybe. Got a nice carbon. Is that carbon? Oh no, I thought that was carbon. From the effect where I was standing, it looked like it was carbon, but it's not actually a carbon rear wing. But yeah, the cockpit is actually quite small. It's like smaller than my wingspan. And then another Cayman, another GT. Looking amazing out here in the sun. And this is a GT4. Not exactly an RS, because it says GT4 just there. Let me get out of the way. There you go, GT4. And this is also a manual. This is a 6-speed box.
Yeah, from lovely ones, isn't he?
For me, I would probably, between the two, between this and the GT3, I'd probably choose the GT3. Just because the GT3 is just that little bit higher, because, oh, right, there we go. The GT3 is just a little bit higher, because getting in and out of that would not be fun for me. I'm 6'4" and I'm not exactly the slimmest of figures, so yeah, I think I would probably choose the GT3. Now, I think this is probably what's next is right. What's next is probably the car of the show for me. It's the Royal Snail. Let me show you. So yeah, this is the Royal Snail post wagon. So it's just a Lupo that's been liveried up. I was just seeing what turned up. And to be fair, this looks kind of cool. I like the orange ambery headlights, and also this fleck in the paint is insane. I don't know if the camera's picking it up because it's just been blown out by the exposure, but it is really cool. And then you've got the Royal Snail. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely their insignia. So it's Royal Mail red. Let's see if I can show you from this end with the flex. I don't know if that's coming out on camera, but yeah, the flex in that is amazing. And then probably today the smallest engine here, maybe, is the 2CV. I mean, I probably could fit that in my pocket, to be honest with you. But if you don't know about these are cool little French cars from Citroën, obviously, Citroën 2CV. They were developed so they could drive across a muddy field with some eggs, and they won't break because it's got like a trick sort of suspension. I won't try and explain it, but it really is quite tricky. Car that you don't see in very many because a lot of them rusted away because they're very thin. See? So look, the door cards are really, really thin. And that's the interior. I've never actually seen one this close up before. Top speed, it says 70, and I think probably that might be quite optimistic. Two CV special. All right, and the next car I wanted to see before it left, and I'm glad I did get to see before it left, is this Mustang. Originally from New Jersey, because that's what the front plate says, from New Jersey. And I believe, if I miss my guess, that Richard Hammond took one of these on one of the Grand Tour drive, you know, special Grand Tour videos where they took V8s, or it might have been late Top Gear, but yeah, definitely he took one of these, and they had to drive up some really high mountains, and yeah, it didn't go well for him. Look at that. Oh, something's starting up. Now, what I can say is it's an American muscle car, so it's a V8. Yeah, I'm assuming this is probably a 6 litre or above. And it's not probably, back then, American cars, although they had big engines, didn't produce much power, so this is probably producing something like 250. Oh, that Jag sounds good. It's very reminiscent of Tom Lenthal's Jag that he had called Emma. All right, the next is another one of my favourite cars from my era, which is 2002 car era, from mid-90s to 2010-ish, is my favourite era of cars, I believe, is the R32. That VR6 engine that it has is a masterpiece, and it sounds absolutely amazing. They're not very quick. They produces what, 270-ish brake horsepower, give or take, but they sounded amazing. 4-wheel drive, 3.2 litre. Oh wow! And this one is a Manuel. Now, me personally, if I was to get one of these, or I was to have one of these, it would definitely have to be, oh, it's got a rear wiper delete, it would have to be a DSG, because they sound so good. That DSG fart is, you know, I'm a kid, I love it. And you go, bah, 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 especially when you hit red line on it. So cool these cars are. Oh, maybe one day, maybe one day. And then we have a Cayman Ford just about to leave there, and then I was about to say we have another Cayman GTS here. So we have quite a lot of Porsches here today. This Cayman GTS, I mean, what I haven't already said about the other Caymans, they're cool cars. Originally, they were the hardtop version to the Porsche box, and then they really did separate them out and they became their own thing. Next, got an icon of, again, this is mid-90s automotive amazingness. The precursor, oh look, there goes the GT4 RS. But that's amazing on track, but horrible on road because it's just so stiff. Yeah, anyway, back to this. What do I gotta say? I mean, a friend of mine had the compact of this back in the day. He had the 316 compact. This is a back in the day when the number at the back would denote what size engine it is. This is it says M3. I don't believe this is an M3, although it's, no, this is an M Sport, not M3, although it's got M3 wheels. Yeah. So it says M3. Again, Top Gear. Richard Hammond had one of these, and they were doing a speed run, and they found out his one was crash damaged, and they did a see if they can get to 150 mile an hour in their car, and this was one of the first 150 mile an hour cars, and yeah, cool. And then we've got a Punto a bath, and then we've got a 500 a bath, and another 500 a bath. We have lots of baths. Fiat Punto have never really been a car that I've really looked after. Like, I see them on the road and just never really give them much thought, but you know, this one is very, very nice. It's So guys, well, thank you for making it this far in the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell notification, and it really does help the YouTube channel grow. It helps push the channel to more people, and I'm getting very, very close as of now to my target to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of this week. By the time this goes up, it'll be after that anyway, so it may well be past that by then, so who knows. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, check out here, because YouTube will be showing you some more videos, so go ahead and enjoy another one. Take care, stay safe, I'll see you in a bit. Peace.